Hey, by the way, I just want to, apologize for any bad blood between us. I'm aware you don't like me because of the bug thief stuff, which is, honestly understandable. Crying emoji. I wish I never made that stupid video because looking back, it was just really stupid and unnecessary. And I could have just ignored everything, but I kind of just wanted, I wouldn't say revenge, but I'd just say I wanted to one-up myself in the situation by making a video. I don't know. Either way, I hope there isn't any bad blood between us.
I don't know or care about you. Hello everyone, it's Mari, and I hope you all had a wonderful holiday and a very happy new year. I hope you guys got everything you wanted because I certainly did. Before this video begins, I want to issue a trigger warning for censored gore and general stupidity on Elixyr/their partner's end, and say that despite the fact that Elixyr's social media seem to be defunct now, this video is not intended to incite any form of harassment or bullying towards anyone, especially Elixyr and their partner. They have both absolutely fucked up in many different ways, but it's not okay to harass them or send them death threats or anything like that just because they're immature. Oh, and also slurs. Both the R slur, the F slur, and an anti-Semitic slur are used by Elixyr and their partner in the screenshots. I will be reading them out in the audio for transparency's sake, so if that bothers you, maybe skip this video. Secondly, this video is not intended to be a hit piece or a cancellation or anything similar. I'm simply showing the interactions myself and Elixyr had that made me react so harshly when the screenshots did end up coming out, and talking about how I feel about the situation and my point of view. If Elixyr ends up making some sort of grand return and including this video in whatever response video they make as some sort of an attempt at a cancellation, please just know that Elixyr has lied about things before and that is not true. If me telling the story of what Elixyr and his boyfriend have done to other people that makes him look bad, that's a reflection on him, not on anyone else. With that being said, let's get on with the video. ElixyrsWeb, who goes by Eli, Roman, or Elixyr, is, or I guess was, an art commentary focused YouTube channel created by Elixyr. They're mostly known for being friends with and defending Genie Draws and Yummy Cactus, two of the most controversial figures in modern ACC lore, and allegedly suicide baiting their audience over a few comments from teenagers. I made a stream on this situation, but I can't find it anywhere, so I assume I deleted it or something. A brief synopsis of this situation is necessary for context for some screenshots I will show, so I'll summarize it thusly. You can skip to the timestamp on screen if you're not interested or already know the lore. POV, you're Elixyr and you're severely mentally ill. Some IRL issues have been affecting your mental health severely to the point that you're hanging on by a thread. Cue Hero and Tappin. Tappin does something I literally don't remember, then allegedly says something transphobic. You allegedly screenshot it before it's deleted seconds after, and release the screenshot out into the wild. Hero believes the screenshot is fake and calls you a weirdo for allegedly faking screenshots. Although you have an audience of around 12k at the time, and Hero has an audience of 60 subscribers, her comments begin to get to you. You snap and begin suicide posting on your community tab for the world to see. You are, allegedly, in legitimate crisis, and thanks to people seeing your posts, your life is saved that day and you go on hiatus. A little while passes and you make a YouTube video talking about the situation, firmly and essentially bullying these two children, insisting they're the reason you tried to take your life. Something happens behind the scenes and you decide to delete the video. That's essentially it. Like I said, this situation was so annoying and genuinely bothersome, and I don't have the stream anymore, so I don't remember details or specifics. It's important to note that Elixyr is a 19-year-old adult and has a partner who is around the same age. I don't know this partner's name, so I'm just going to refer to him as Elixyr's partner, or binah, which is his Discord name, from now on. On to the topic of today's video. I'm sure most of, if not all of you, have seen Friendly Fire's video on Elixyr by now. If you haven't, you can check the card in the corner or the link in the description, but it's not required reading material as I show the same screenshots in this video as she does in hers. This situation essentially started when, on December 23rd, I received a DM from Elixyr on Discord. And yes, Elixyr had added me on Discord shortly after the video was deleted on the 19th of November 2025. I'll go over that in the next section since my personal gripes with Elixyr are not as important. Anyways, they DM me with the following message.
Hey, I need to ask you, did you know that Hero/Bug Thief was in the group chat where people were plotting to slander and blackmail me? I need to ask if you're aware of that because, I'm pretty sure everyone in that group chat was plotting to slander me as a pedophile or some equivalent considering what happened around that same time. Here's a screenshot of the group chat, but I might have to delete it later because I don't want it spread around. Tappan was not in on it, by the way. I know this for a couple reasons, but I can't really say why right now.
Now, I took the screenshot while I'm editing this video, so this message may look a little bit confusing. This message implies that there is supposed to be a screenshot, but it seems Elixir went back and deleted it after our conversation ended. Lucky for you, I still have it. Apparently they deleted it because they quote-unquote don't want it getting out, but honestly they should have thought of that before they decided to call me retarded. If you wanted privacy, maybe be respectful and not be a douchebag to someone who's been nothing but respectful to you, Elixir. Anyways, this is a screenshot Elixir sent me proof of this claim. This screenshot doesn't have any dates, but I know that this was around November because this was Hero and Fire's matching profiles back when Avenger was still in the server, before Hero had cut off Avenger publicly. I asked Hero if she could estimate when this occurred, and she said it happened November 30th, 2025. Here's proof of that because it happened on the same day, in the same group chat no less. Oh, I didn't even realize I was in the screenshot. That's funny. Additionally, Elixir saying they quote-unquote know Tappan wasn't involved is also very strange to me, because by the logic Elixir is using, Tappan would have also been guilty of this. They state later in DMs that their intention was not to accuse Hero of anything, but honestly, I quite frankly do not believe them, because I cannot fathom why else Elixir would take the time out of not only their day, but mine as well, to send this to me, if not to try and accuse Hero of something and ruin my perception of her. As at this time, I was not friends with Fire, and I am still not friends with Avenger or Tappan. It makes no sense to send this to me other than to incriminate Hero of something. Anyways, I respond with, I don't know how this is supposed to be proof that Hero is a blackmailer when they are not participating in the conversation and said literally 2 things and disappeared. I also don't know why this warrants my attention, considering Hero is no longer friends with Avenger and actively acknowledges that he will never get better and doesn't know how to act right. If you show me proof of Hero directly saying, yeah, blackmail Elixir, then sure, I'd believe you, but the 2 people talking about trying to blackmail you are Avenger and fuck-ass Friendly Fire, who are both extremely poor influences on Hero in my opinion. Elixir responds,
I didn't say Hero was a blackmailer. I said they were in a group chat with people trying to blackmail me, which is obviously true from the screenshot.
I forgot to say this in the recording, but please note that Hero was not able to leave group chats at the time because of her using browser Discord, and it for some reason being extremely broken. So even if she wanted to, Hero would not have been able to leave this group chat without someone kicking her out. Elixir wouldn't have known this at the time, however, so don't bash them for this.
Please make sure to try and read the entirety of what I said. I know I'm not great at wording things sometimes, but I did not say Hero was blackmailing me. I'm not sure what warranted the defensive attitude because I was just asking if you were aware of what was happening.
I respond with, I wasn't being defensive, I was simply talking. Reading my messages as defensive does not equal I'm trying to be defensive. No, I wasn't aware of this, but again, unless you can show me proof that Hero was actively participating and wanting to attack you / your career / accuse you of being a pedophile, I don't think you should take this seriously. Avenger is an idiot. Nobody in their right mind is going to take him seriously at this point. I completely understand the panic and anxiety, but nobody cares about Avenger. And despite Fire having 1K, I think, nobody really takes her seriously either. And again, Avenger and Hero are no longer friends, so you should care even less. Elixir then says,
I'm not panicked or anxious. I was just wondering if you knew about it. I genuinely don't care that they were having this group chat or whatever. I was just concerned on why Hero was involved at all. But if it's a case of Hero being influenced by Friendly Fire and Avenger, then I obviously understand that and don't hold anything against them. I didn't know that information in the first place, nor the details on their friendship. I was really just concerned on why Hero was involved. I don't think Hero is actively trying to slander me, and I also never said that in my message either. I was just wondering if you knew that this took place. I just realized I said everyone in that group chat, but I mainly meant Friendly Fire and Avenger, since they were the ones to join my server and call me a pedo. I don't think Hero participated in that.
I forgot to acknowledge this in the recording and in our messages together, but as Elixir never provided proof of this happening, it slipped my mind. I want to be very clear and say I don't support Fire and Avenger doing this if this occurred. I think it's extremely stupid and arrogant to be throwing around pedophile accusations like that, even if it's meant to be a joke. They both need to get a grip.
I then say this. Peep my avatar change, I just noticed that. No, I don't really participate in things as actively as people may think. I never liked Avenger, and I'm very wary around Fire, so that's likely why I wasn't informed or ever told, especially since I was constantly actively telling Hero that Avenger is not a good person, and that she shouldn't be his friend. Unfortunately, Hiro is a teenager and isn't always going to listen to me, so I have no control over her friendships. Broken heart emoji. This group chat is certainly concerning, but I think this is a pattern of behavior on Avenger's behalf, at least according to Hiro. And then I sent a message from Hiro as I had been talking to her about this when this conversation had occurred. Avenger was saying terrible things to Tappan in their group chat because Tappan really angered him by threatening to dox me. And even though I don't support the disgusting things said, I'm going to be brutally honest and say I don't care about anything that they said to her. I didn't like it and I don't support it, but I don't care enough about how she feels considering what she did to me. Sure, I could have spoken out more other than just saying stop, but I didn't think about defending Tappan because why would I? She hurt me. Oh my god, sorry. She hurt me, and now she's buddy with my shitty ex. And Elixir, I wasn't really acknowledging that, and I also didn't care. I don't know why they expected me to defend their name in private. I'm not going to do that. I obviously don't think Elixir is a pedophile, but I don't care enough about them to defend their name. They're a grown-ass adult, defend yourself from those kinds of claims, and don't expect a 16-year-old to defend for you. Elixir doesn't answer me after this, which is fine. They aren't obligated to answer, and I'm honestly glad they didn't because I was not interested in speaking to them further. It's no secret to any of my closer friends that I don't like Elixir, and I genuinely found them irritating. Especially since they continuously DM'd me about things that had nothing to do with me and did not warrant my attention. But again, this will be expanded on in the next section. Even if I didn't like Elixir or found them irritating, I recognize that in their mind they may have been doing what they thought was the right thing. So I kept it very cordial while still being honest when I thought that they were overreacting. The same day at around 5:40 p.m., around 6 hours after my initial conversation with Elixir, I get a DM from Hiro on my alt account with a shit ton of screenshots from a group chat they had been added to where it's very obvious that Elixir and their partner, who is this guy, Binah, were just trying to antagonize and rage bait Hiro, Fire, and Avenger. While it's mostly Elixir's partner doing these things, it's very important to note that Elixir did not attempt to step in or stop their partner, and showed zero signs of actually caring about what they were doing and how they were affecting the literal actual children in the chat. Not only do Elixir and their boyfriend repeatedly call Fire and Hiro various slurs, they're also seen essentially bullying Hiro for liking Has-Been Hotel and calling it which, for those of you who don't know, is an anti-Semitic term created by 4chan to endorse the conspiracy theory that Jews control the media. And also, Friendly Fire is Jewish. Ah yes, the moral, very kind ElixyrsWeb guys. I completely understand not liking Has-Been Hotel. You can choose to not like it for literally any reason, but what you cannot do is bully children who do like it and find it enjoyable just because you think you're morally correct for not liking it. This is weird behavior. Elixir's partner proceeds to then send pictures of his guts, and then another picture of him putting one of said guts into his mouth. Again, sending these images along with a literal rotting deer corpse to minors. I see this and obviously get extremely pissed off. I DM Elixir about them and their partner's morally reprehensible actions, and this is what ensued. Now, of course, Elixir can have their opinion on me all they want. I don't care what some unemployed, mentally ill 19-year-old has to say about me. You could think I'm and tell me to go back to my 900 subs and friends all you want, but in the end, you're the one who got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. You're the one saying anti-Semitic slurs to kids. You're the one bullying kids you don't like and thinking you're somehow justified in that. And some of you may be saying, Mari, this situation is very serious. You should have come to Elixir calmly and had a civil conversation with them. And sure, maybe that's how I should have approached it, but I was generally so in shock by how Elixir and their partner were acting, I wasn't thinking. I couldn't help but take the piss out on the situation because I found it extremely ironic how Elixir likes to pretend that they're a morally sound individual on YouTube, but does shit like this behind their scenes with their weird boyfriend. There is absolutely no excuse for anything that was said in this group chat. I don't care if Avenger and Fire and Hiro had hurt you previously, or offended you, or apparently allegedly sent gore to other people like you claim. They are children. You are adults. You should know better. And if you don't, you shouldn't be online. Point blank, period. Anyone who is defending these actions needs to be taken offline as well. You guys are fucking weird. I'm going to be honest, this part of the video doesn't really matter. This is just me showing previous screenshots of Elixir's DMs with me. I'm not going to read them out, so you can pause to read, but essentially, this person was always trying to talk to me and get me to like them. They try and say that they don't care about me or my opinion, but I find that extremely hard to believe since you're constantly in my DMs asking me if I know about these things or what my opinion is on certain things. Either you really, really care about my opinion or you just don't know when to shut your mouth and mind your business. Either way, Elixir, please don't ever DM me again. I don't want your shitty apology. None of us do. We genuinely just want you to fuck off and stay off the internet. And if you do bother to come back, stop interacting with teenagers altogether, because you clearly cannot control yourself around kids enough to be capable of acting like a normal person. You and your weirdo boyfriend both. Additionally, as I was making a script for this video, I randomly got this notification. This post is now deleted, so I can't prove that it actually existed other than this notification screenshot, and I've also been told that this is most likely a troll and not Elixir, but I just wanted to include it just in case it is Elixir. And if it is Elixir, you're a fucking weirdo. What the fuck is it? What is this? What the hell is even that, bruh? All in all, I don't think people should support Elixir. I think them and their partner are genuinely strange individuals, and while Elixir didn't deserve to be quote-unquote jokingly accused of being a pedophile, it certainly did not warrant a reaction as big as this one. Elixir and their partner are both old enough to know better, and considering Elixir's partner is in the workforce, it makes me genuinely worried about his mental stability and how he acts around people in real life, if he is that confident acting like a fucking fool in front of 15-year-olds. I don't really have anything else to say. If Elixir ends up making some response video or a return video, I most likely won't make a stream or a video on it unless it has some astronomically bad takes or false claims about me or my friends. Regardless of this whole situation, I wish peace and love for everyone involved, including Elixir and their partner, because they clearly fucking need it. Happy holidays, my angels. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye-bye!